Ladies and gents, it's time to re-spool one of my reels, and while I was doing it I thought I'd film it, show you how I go through the process of firstly taking the line off but then filling it up perfectly as well. So first things first, I like to take the spool off, and this is the way that I've found to be the fastest at taking the line off of your spool. You need one of these boys. This is a groundbait whisk. You don't have to use a groundbait whisk. You could probably use, I've seen people use an old bulk spool of line with a bolt through the middle and they attach it to a drill as well. But this saves loads of time stripping your reels. A quick knot round the whisk and then keep up nice and tight hold of your spool. Make sure there's no line clips from previous sessions on your spool, else it'll jolt the spool out of your hand. And then just whip the line off of the spool. Unbelievably fast. And you can see it saves loads of effort stripping the line. And once I get down to the backing, I'll feel the knot run through my hand, and then obviously it's time to stop. So there you go, I'm down to the backing, and with a pair of sharp scissors, all it is then, it's a case of cutting the line off of the whisk. And the good thing about this as well is you're not left with long lengths of line, you're left with nice short pieces, so when you do chuck it away, there's no chance of any birds or anything getting tangled up on it at a later stage. Now we've got to put the new line on. The line I'm using at the minute is this stuff. M-Tech stuff from Middy. It's quite a new line, but I'm getting on really well with it. It's really robust and it's lasted me quite a few sessions. And to be fair, on all my mono reels now, I'm using this line. The way you knot the line to the reel spool doesn't really matter. It just needs to be a really small knot, so it doesn't impede the line lay at all. So all I do is I just lay the line together and then just tie a single overhand knot. And I pull that down nice and tight and just trim it as close as I can. Like I say, you don't want long tags. Two or three wraps on the spool, and then with a little tiny bit of tape, a little sliver of tape, you get a little sticker on the back of these spools, and I like to use those because they're nice and sticky. I just cover the knot with that little bit of tape, and then it's a case placing the spool back on the reel. So gone are the days of me sitting at home putting a pen through the middle of the spool and giving it to my missus to hold while I spool up. What I do now is just grab a bucket of water, chuck the spool in, and then with the reel on a rod I can put some tension on the line with my finger and thumb at the front, and then it's just a case of simply winding. So there you go, that's filled up perfectly. It's about 1 millimetre below the lip of the spool, which means I'm not going to get any overspill with lines peeling off the front of the spool, but it also means that I'm going to be able to cast nice and effortlessly. The last thing you want is friction, but from an underfilled spool impeding your cast. The also good thing about doing it this way is that if I do have to take off 5 metres at the end of a session because it's had quite a bit of wear, I can do that and it's not really going to affect the line lay. So there you go, an easy way to strip your spool and an easy way to fill it.